Speaking of sentimental, let me tell you what I'm really sentimental about, hip hop. And, I got into Hollywood a lot because I love hip hop. I love music. I love the celebrity pop culture life and all that. But they do not make artists, hip hop artists, the way that they used to. When I look at hip hop artists of today, I know you got the baby, Lil Baby, all the babies. You got everybody, right? But you also have Meek Mill and Tekashi 6ix9ine. Both of them got into it recently. And they set the internet on fire when they ran into each other. I don't know if you guys caught this on Instagram, but we posted this all over Hollywood a lot, where they had ran into each other outside an Atlanta strip club. And in the parking lot, they got into it. And what was supposed to be a fight, more like WWE, turned into a playing on the phone. They were both filming each other while they were screaming at each other, and nobody threw a punch. They only took video. Let me show you. I got both sides of it. This is Meek Mill's video showing what he saw from his point of view.
Bitch, you the bitch, nigga. You the bitch. You the bitch. You the bitch. You the bitch. All y'all.
6ix9ine wasn't going to go out without having his own video. He actually pulled his phone out, and this is what he got.
This is security? That's security. Look, shut up. Shut up. And you with a cop. And look, you take, and you with police. And you with police. Look, that cop. Cop. Look, ain't with a cop. We don't got no security. I got my own fight on the security in the club. The cop.
Wow,
That's what happens.
That was a lot.
Now, could you imagine Tupac and Biggie showing up with their two-way pagers trying to record whatever was happening at the BET Awards or whatever awards it was at the time? Well, look, like with anything in hip-hop, when there's a beef, you bring Wack in to clean it up. And I don't necessarily know that he helped the situation, because Wack has had a lot to say. And now they're fighting online. And my question is this what hip hop has resorted to? That now we're just going to fight online and create videos pulling up on each other in parking lots?
I hear you. I'd rather that than somebody really getting hurt. I never want to see two rappers lose their life again. I feel like hip hop is honestly way more dangerous than it was in the past. We're seeing the passing of so many rappers in these past few years. So if people want to show up and have altercations with cell phones, I'm honestly cool with that. I'm not trying to lose my favorite rapper.
Yeah, but it only takes one person who watches those videos who takes it too far to still get us there. So if you're gonna be about it, at least don't be so lame about it. Like I miss hip hop being about bravado. Like, it was born in the South Bronx. I lived in the South Bronx for 6 years. Those men were not grabbing cell phones to take videos when they were scrapping. I promise you. So this is not hip hop to me at all.
But let's talk about it. Because when hip hop started, when you was a rapper, that was considered to be lame in the streets, right? So street dudes wasn't always rappers. Rappers were always somewhat their own thing. At some point, the street dudes found hip hop to be lucrative. So that's when you start getting a lot of street people in hip hop. But originally, hip hop dudes would hang with street guys, but they were never always closely linked. So a lot of things we think was, oh, that was hip hop back in the day. It wasn't really the case. And I'm sure Wack and a lot of people can test.
But it's been 20 years since that's been true, though. And the hip hop and the golden era, it was very much street dudes were also moguls and going to executive meetings. And I think one of my friends really summed it up. He said, old school hip hop, we're talking about drug dealers. New school hip hop are the kids who are taking the drugs, and it shows. And so for me, that's the difference. Never get high off your own supply. They're acting like they're all coked out and just not thinking straight, and it's sad to watch.
But I'm going to tell you, I think the thing that's really changed, for at least that I look at with these rappers, is now you have social media. Everybody's trying to figure out how to get a TikTok song, how to go viral, how to get Hollywood Unlocked and all these other blogs to pick them up, how to get people talking about them, how, you go out and you do stupid things. Now, I'll tell you, there's one rapper that just, for me, set it over the top. And then I saw this video and I said, you know what? It's above me now. I'm completely over hip hop. I'm just going to start listening to country twang, or I'm going to go over and listen to the Clark sisters, because at this point, I think crack baby rap is gonna replace trap, and this has to the shout out to Desiigner. This is what I saw online. That's hip hop.
Teletubbies.
See,
That is not hip hop. That is Nickelodeon. That is not hip hop. God.
That's my point. We make stupid people famous and we make stupid situations famous. I don't know the last time we talked about Desiigner, but now because he's like now we have a rapper who got out of prison for snitching, running around an Atlanta strip club parking lot with rainbow color hair, chasing another rapper who was a part of the prison reform movement after a black judge tried to put him away, who's managed by Jay-Z. And then on the other hand, we got Desiigner, Timmy Turner, running around the internet like he just came out of a crack house acting a damn fool. And that's hip hop. I can't. I won't. I shouldn't.
Drugs. I blame the drugs.
Hip hop is entertainment now. So this is my question, because you just talked about 6ix9ine situation. He is a known snitch. Do you feel like Meek Mill, who just got out of prison, who's a millionaire, is supposed to be fighting a dude that's a known informant?
Ooh, that's a good
Like,
one.
would you do that, Jason? I wouldn't do that.
Well, first of all, I ain't going to prison. Second of all, I ain't snitching because I don't live by the street code. And third of all, throw them all away. It just baffles me that like this is what we're talking about. I don't know where Meek Mill's album's at. I don't care where 6ix9ine's album is at. And I mean, Desiigner, I know he's working on something because that's what I heard on Clubhouse, but he's not put out new music in I don't know how long. So at this point, what are we even talking about?
Now, in my personal opinion, I don't think anybody should be fighting a rat because you're known to be connected to the police. So I'm not doing nothing with you. But a lot of people were cutting Meek wasn't cutting Meek slack because of what went down.
Nah, I'm on Meek's side for this because I was actually in New York when he and Jay-Z had the Reform press conference. The amount of money that was in that room, the amount of power that was in that room, he has too much to lose. If I was somebody who had as much to lose as Meek, I wouldn't be throwing hands at the little troll doll either. So I completely disagree with that. 6ix9ine needs somebody. Now that Nicki Minaj is not around to save him with cameos on his singles, Meek is the next person that he's going to. He can never make it on his own. He always needs somebody else in order to clout chase with. I'm not here for it. I wouldn't fall for it either. Shout out to you, Meek, for actually keeping your zen together and securing your bag. No, I disagree with that.
Well, I did hit Meek and I said, Meek, it's time that you come on the show because I had seen Meek not too long ago and he said he was coming on the show. And he said to me, I don't want to do interviews. I just want the money. So I don't know if that's because he wants to give it. I don't know if it's because he wants to give more of it to the water kids in Atlanta who are selling water or, if he somehow wants to help Flint, Michigan's water project. I don't know. But I just hope that Meek would have a little bit more intelligence when it comes to dealing with 6ix9ine. Like that's what you've reduced yourself to. Remember he was on Clubhouse, he threatened academics, or they said he allegedly threatened academics. I just don't understand where the state of hip hop is and how it's gotten to where it is. And I just feel like there's no guardians of hip hop anymore who are out here making sure that they're maintaining some level of integrity. Maybe they need a hip hop council. Where's Wu-Tang? I don't know.
I think this started in the same vein of what you're saying, Jason. I think Meek was frustrated with where hip hop stood today, frustrated at the gatekeepers such as academics and them putting a snitch like 6ix9ine on the platforms for people to consume. So I think that's where the anger started. Me personally, I don't think Meek should speak on people like 6ix9ine. I think it just gives him more ammo, and that's why 6ix9ine think it's okay to run up on him because there's a dialogue and there's a thread created there because Meek did speak on him. So if I was Meek, bro, just keep moving, keep making that money, keep getting people out of jail. 6ix9ine is sitting there getting people locked up. You're doing the exact opposite. Do your thing.
But who can even take 6ix9ine serious? I mean, the man was jumping over his security's shoulder with a cell phone, like air swinging at Meek Mill. Like that was hard to watch.